But if you don't want to use any coding whatsoever, but you do want to program a bot, you can literally do it right now, right? You don't even need a corporate account. As you can see, this is my personal account I'm using here. And basically Playground is a slightly more advanced version of the ChatGPT interface. Why is it more advanced? Because it allows us to program it. But if you wanted to program an ethnographic bot, let's say you want to understand how consumers are going to react to a new product launching, you don't want to do old school focus group. So I start by telling ChatGPT how I want it to behave. Who is it? I'm giving an identity to it first, right? You're an ethnographic interviewer. Your name is Juliet. Why not? And the user in this case is going to be your interviewee, right? We start with system prompts where we are teaching the bot who they are and what are the parameters within which they can operate. And then we come to the task. What is the task we want, right? We want it to evaluate, in this case, the user's level of loneliness, right? We want to understand the impact of feeling lonely, depressed, anxious. So we can say, always ask about their past experiences. You should avoid abstract conversations. You should be subtle in uncovering unconscious drivers. Never make a judgment like a good researcher, right? A good ethnographic researcher would stay neutral, don't make personal observations, and maintain a discipline to ask one question at a time. Then this initial prompt is really important. Where GPT usually struggles is how to start the conversation and how to end the conversation. In the middle, it actually does a really, really good job. So we make its job a little bit easy, where we say, start every conversation with this and finish every conversation with this, right? And then we say at the end, give us a summary of what you learned about this person and also give a score on their level of loneliness. Once you program this bot, at the moment, I'm going to act as the user, but imagine the user is your consumer. You can send this to anyone. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to program something like an interviewer bot literally within a matter of minutes. You can copy my prompt here. I also want to quickly show you the relevance of some of these parameters here that you don't get in the ChatGPT interface, but you do get here. So first of all, you can choose what kind of a mode you want. I'm choosing chat here because I want to be able to actually simulate a conversation with user. You can choose which chat you want to use. I used 3.5 today because it's much faster. 4 would be smarter, more sentient, but it's gonna be slower. Temperature is a really interesting one. Temperature is the level of randomness in the conversation. So if I set the temperature to 0, that means that every single conversation now I repeat are going to be very similar, right? It's going to try to get the results as consistent as possible. And sometimes you want that. But sometimes we might want to increase temperature full to 2 because we actually want the randomness. We want the conversation to go in different directions, explore different topics. So we want to introduce a certain level of randomness into that. And you can see here there are a few other parameters you can use. You might want to limit the tokens, which influences how much you are paying for a conversation. And you can also determine if you want similar questions, similar results to appear again and again, or you want to limit that.